So the Wednesday match has ended for the Champions League, right? And this is the fifth week of the Champions League, uh, right? Yesterday, a lot of things happened yesterday. Kylian Mbappe scored 4 goals. I was looking up to him to make it 5 goals for Real Madrid, but he came short and couldn't get his fifth goal as Real Madrid cruised past their opponents 4 goals to 3. Right now, the biggest match of the day was Bayern Munich versus Arsenal. Right, so we're going to talk about it last. Now, for the other games that happened yesterday, was Tottenham Hotspur PSG. Tottenham Hotspur and PSG met at the Super Cup final a few weeks ago, and Tottenham Hotspur came from 2 goals down to draw the match and lose on penalties in the match. Right, it wasn't a very good one for Tottenham. They repeated their mistake. They started leading first, and they conceded and lost 5 goals to 3. Goals rained yesterday. Tottenham Hotspur and Real Madrid was 18 goals in the match, right? 15 goals, sorry, in the match, 7 goals and 8 goals, respectively. 15 goals in those 2 matches, right? These are the score lines for what happened yesterday. FC Copenhagen carried Almighty 3-2. Pafos Monaco 2-2. Arsenal Bayern Munich, of course, 3-1. Frankfurt Atlanta, sorry, 3-0 to Frankfurt to Atlanta. Liverpool lost to PSV 4 goals to 1. That was very, very disgraceful from Liverpool at Anfield. That was very, very bad. Olympiacos Real Madrid 4-3. Madrid cruised past Olympiacos 4-3, as you said. PSG 5-3 and Sporting Lisbon 3-0. Yesterday it rained goals. I think there was no match that came less than 3 goals. I think it was about wow, so much goals yesterday, so many goals yesterday. It was really, really interesting. It was really, really exciting yesterday. Now, let's talk about the Arsenal match, right? If you watch the match, you understand that Arsenal was more hungry, right? Bayern Munich had more of the possession, but Arsenal won the match with more attempts. Arsenal tried the goalkeeper so many times, tried going forward with their corners that are very, very clinical. They had these corners that can always threaten. It looks like they're about scoring you while they are taking their corners. It was very, very scary playing against Arsenal for Bayern Munich. And Arsenal had 8 shots on target. Bayern Munich on the other hand had just 2 shots on target. Arsenal had 40% possession. Bayern Munich had 60% possession, like you stated earlier. Bayern Munich had more of the ball, but Arsenal made more attempts. Arsenal were going forward more often than Bayern Munich. Right? The Bayern Munich goalkeeper saved 5 shots. Right? The Bayern Munich goalkeeper saved 5 shots. It was really, really good. Arsenal had a very, very good game yesterday. Right? Now, in summary, the Champions League has taken a very, very great turn, right? The 2 teams topping the English Premier League, in name of Arsenal and Chelsea, 2 London teams, right, came and overturned their opponents. They won very, very well against their opponents. Bayern Munich could not contain Arsenal, as well as Barcelona. Barcelona could not also contain Chelsea, right? And Arsenal and Chelsea are going to be meeting this weekend. That's another topic, right? We're trying to summarize what happened yesterday in the action that happened yesterday. But we're going to be having some Europa League teams playing today, right? But Arsenal dominated last night. Now for the Tottenham PSG match, I think Tottenham are a good team, right? They can score you, they can attack you, but their defense isn't anywhere to write home about. They have a very, very poor defensive system, and they are going to suffer a lot as a result of that. So, what I think the coach of Tottenham Hotspur should do what I think the coach of Tottenham Hotspur should do is to make sure that they tighten up their defense, right? They are good scoring, they know how to score goals, definitely. But to make sure they are good, they are going to tighten up their defense. For Liverpool, it's been a disgrace for Liverpool. They've been losing so many matches recently. They lost last week, right? And they are still losing. In the past 7 games, Liverpool in the past 2 games, Liverpool have conceded 7 goals in the last 2 games. They lost 3-0 last week in the Premier League and losing 4-0, 4-1 against PSV Eindhoven. Even after drawing one back, they've been careless, they've been ran through. And for me, if you ask me, I think it's hard time the board of Liverpool sits down and talk to Slot, because he has been performing very, very poorly. He's not been coordinating the team, and they need to let go of a lot of players. Their defense is very, very porous. Liverpool is like a Ferrari up front and a Fiat behind. Their defense is very, very, very porous. Liverpool needs to really, really do better when it comes to playing football. Now, in the Premier League, Liverpool have lost 6 games out of the last 7 games played. 6 games out of the last 7 games. Just before this, they're already out of the title race in the Premier League while they were the champions. That is very, very poor. Right? We've seen a lot of coaches come in and get sacked the previous season after winning the following after winning the Premier League, right? But this one is very, very bad. And they've given him a lot of time. They've given him time to adjust, time to make a difference, time to improve. But he has not done that at all. He's been doing very, very poorly, and they need to do something about it. Else, they might see themselves not even qualifying for the Champions, not getting European football this season. I don't. I won't even be surprised with the way they are going at this rate they are going. I won't be surprised if they don't get European football this season, because Liverpool needs to do better. Now for the Europa League that is coming up today, it's going to also be exciting. We're going to be having AS Roma versus Midtjylland, Aston Villa versus Young Boys. Aston Villa always plays these Young Boys every single time. It's still going to be exciting today. I know that the Aston Villa are equal to the task and they are going to turn up well. Now, FC Porto versus OG Nice, Fenerbahce versus Ferencváros, Feyenoord versus Celtic, Lille versus Dynamo Zagreb, Ludo Gretz versus Celta Vigo, PAOK FC versus Brann, Victoria Pilsen versus Freiburg, Bologna versus FC Salzburg, FK Sferens. These names are difficult for me to pronounce. Genk versus Basel, Go Ahead Eagles versus VfB Stuttgart, Maccabi Tel Aviv versus Lyon, Nottingham Forest versus FC Malmo, Panathinaikos versus Sturm Graz, Rangers versus SC Braga, Real Betis versus Utrecht. Right? I'm going to be looking out for the Premier League teams, of course. Nottingham Forest versus Malmo, then Aston Villa versus Young Boys FC. I'm going to be looking out for that. So, guys, let's keep our fingers crossed and enjoy the actions that are going to come up this week. Right? Tonight, see you guys, and I'm going to bring back all the updates and all the summary at the end of the night. Thanks so much, guys. Peace out.